I was a born-again Christian, accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior in the summer of 1980. I was always kind of fascinated with the stories of the Bible, and I was always moved by the big religious movies like King of Kings and The Greatest Story Ever Told, Ten Commandments. Those tended to move me, and made me curious and wanting to connect with this God image that they presented in the in motion pictures. Leaving my faith, which has been about a 2-year. I think I can identify 2 years ago when I officially kind of said I'm not a believer anymore. Although it was about an 8-year process. My life is more real now. I think I was living in a fantasy world, and you can't exist that way. You can't be part in a fantasy world and part in reality, because reality comes crashing down on you on a daily basis. And having an imaginary friend is okay when you're a little child, but at some point you have to grow up. To someone who's thinking about leaving their faith and pursuing some questions or answers to questions they're having, I would just want to encourage them that, trust yourself. You can, take steps at your own pace. You don't have to arrive at the same conclusions we do. It's your own personal journey. There's a large community of folks, in the same position, and we're reaching out to each other and loving each other and learning things from each other that help us take those steps away from toxic faith with confidence, without fear, and with just the support of friends. So I think you should. I think you should leave it. It's not. And just to qualify it, we're talking about our fundamentalist, literalist faith systems that have just been beating the crap out of us. It's okay to not get beat up. Feeling like you're growing up is just exhilarating. It's just knowing that, hey, I'm starting to get some of this. And I'm not as bad as I think I was. And people aren't evil, and they're not always out to get you. And there is no great conspiracy. Life is what it is. The meaning of life is to sing and dance when the music is on. And it is worthwhile, and you need to experience it as who you are, not as someone you're pretending you are.